So that's mine. I think that's good.
I'll start on physical.
Yep. Body.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same
thing. Same difference.
Close. It's close. Body. So time frame. Like I said, it's middle of October.
Mm-hmm.
We had a major hurricane come through. Hurricane Helene. Was it a month ago?
Yeah.
So for people who, I'm going to give you a little bit of fact. So from people who from South Carolina, back in 1989, we had Hurricane Hugo come through, which was massive. I was 9 years old. It was massive. I mean,
we had just left Charleston.
I remember it overturning boats up here in the Midlands. Mm-hmm. So just imagine what it did to the coast, right? So that was 35 years ago. Hurricane Helene hit 2 days after the 35-year anniversary of Hugo.
Wow.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, so I work in emergency management. Like I'm in the building when all of these organizations are together after a national disaster like this. So, you know, you got FEMA and then you got all of the state agencies together, just collaborating, making sure people get all the resources that they need. So like it was a big deal with trees down in the electricity. So we had like chainsaw teams going out trying to clear roadways. So many roadways are out. At one point we had over 1 million power outages. So, you know, going in at work and getting the morning briefing and seeing how those numbers are just dropping during the daytime. So getting to see all the stuff firsthand. Now, the downside of that is we're in 24/7 operations. So
you've been very helpful to me as well, because I've been traveling and my in-laws lost power. So you were kind of texting me, helping me out on the way. So
yeah,
thank you for that.
Oh, no problem, man. So for 3 straight weeks, we were 24/7. And I mean, I was blessed because I got a little bit of seniority. Yeah, a little sorority, you know. So I was still working first shift, but we were working Sunday through Saturday. And so when this is going on, they're feeding you because they don't. The last thing we have 200 plus people in the building, and we don't want everybody leaving out, dispersing, trying to find food and going for an hour, so trying to find food and get back. So they feed us breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So they bring food at 7:30. They bring food at right around noon. Then they feed again like at, I won't say like 5 o'clock. So going from somebody who eats like maybe about 2 meals a day to like, man, now, first off, you're tired because you've been working. You didn't even get a weekend off. And so, man, I started eating for a little while. I was eating 3 meals a day. And man, you're talking about getting sluggish. And then on top of that, not getting all of the rest that you normally get.
Yeah.
And man, at one point, I just forgot what day it was, because, you know, when it's the same thing every day. Like, so now I understand why retired people just like, what day is it? Yeah. At least they got Sunday.
We started the podcast thing. I still, what is it? I don't even know what day it is still.
It is 19? 19?
I guess 20, I need to check and see. Hold on.
Just swipe down from the top.
20th. It's 20th.
There you go, the 20th.
That's 20. It.
So yeah, man. So I got off. Fasting schedule completely got off of it. On top of the food, there's drinks and snacks and sugar. So man,
life been life.
I had a duck donut the other day. You ever had a duck donut?
No.
So okay, you know, Krispy Kreme, they use regular dough, and then they use the icing to make it sweet. Duck donuts, they use cake batter. So it's a super sweet donut. Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, fasting. The season of fasting was not going on. So I tightened back down on the sugar, because this week that we coming out of was a 5-day work week.
Yeah.
You know, finally. And still resting because I didn't realize how much it was taking out of me until I come home and take a nap. And I'm not a napping person at all. I mean, it's multiple days. Like, man, it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm taking a nap. Yeah. So
how you feel about rest and the importance of rest? You got some people that say, you know, what sleep is the cousin of death. Don't sleep.
Yeah, you know? Sleep is for the weak.
Yeah, what's your opinion?
For the dead. Yeah. So I'm a person who I really don't require much sleep. Like,
okay.
I can get 6 hours, 6.5 hours on a regular basis, and I'm fine.
Okay.
But if I go a stint where I'm getting less than that, yeah, I mean, you're just off mentally. Sleep deprivation is a real thing. When our second child was my first son, when he was born. So first off, a little background. So my daughter was born first, and like within a few days, she was sleeping from midnight to 5 a.m.
Wow.
So that's our reality.
Spoil.
Yeah, that's our reality. Like what people talking about kids not sleeping. Man, please, y'all doing something wrong.
It's y'all.
Yeah, exactly. So second child comes along 20 months later, and he would wake up 2 o'clock in the morning every morning. And he did it until he was 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, after a while, it's like, okay, we're gonna outsmart him. We're gonna feed him later. We're gonna put some put some grits in, some rice in the formula or something like that, some cereal.
Yeah.
And it did not matter. It did not matter. And so, after months and months of him doing that, man, it's just like you're like a zombie in the daytime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, getting adequate rest is a huge thing. And this is something I found out years ago. Like there are professional sports teams that have it's not a physician, but they have somebody who logs sleep hours for their athletes because basically you need a set number of hours to be at optimal within a week. Mm-hmm. So let's say that number is, this isn't real, but let's just say that number is 50. All right. So whether you're getting, okay, I got 6 last night, I'm gonna take a nap and get another 2, take another nap and get another 2. Long as it's cumulative, that 50 for the week, you can still operate at optimal.
Okay.
So they have people who are paid for athletic teams to actually do that.
Yeah.
And so if people who make money like that have to keep track of their sleep or make sure they're getting rest, what about us?
Yeah.
Now granted they're dependent on their bodies to do a task, but so are we.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's
are
right.
we. So yes, I think sleep is huge.
Yeah, I agree. Rest, definitely. I don't need as much rest now that I'm a lot lighter now. But if I can get 6 hours, I can tell the difference. Or yes. I have a phrase I say to my family. I say early to bed, early to rise. Makes a man young, wealthy, healthy, and wise. Yeah. Something like that. So it's nothing for me to leave them up. I try to tell them go to bed. But I try to get my rest.
Yeah, see, I've been a night owl as far back as I can remember. I mean, like thinking back to high school, staying up till 12:30 at night and then getting up and getting ready for school and whatnot. So yeah, and I get it. Like my mom is like a night owl. Like she'll be up late because she go to sleep too early. She'll be up the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's the flip side.
Yeah,
so it can't be too early.
And I gotten to a point where, like, some people sleep in on Saturdays. Yeah, if I lay down too long on Saturday, my body started aching. It's like, you got to get up.
Get up.
Yeah, you got to get up, get out and get something.
Don't let the years of your life. That's outcast, right?
That's right. You're right.
Cool, man. Okay, so body, so you tightening back up? Or
yes.
or just let it all go?
Nah, man. And I think I got like 2 workouts in last week, and I played some basketball. So
okay.
Yeah, we're getting back on track, man.
Yeah.
Getting back on track.
Okay, good. Body for me, still at it. So I've slipped a little bit on the working out. I did change my workout a little bit. I hurt my back. It wasn't major, but I started to get a little bit achy in my back with the deadlift.
The doctor said I need to back you out.
The doctor said I need to back you out. That's happy something.
Half baked.
That's right. So I put the weights down. It was getting kind of heavy. I did put a little size back on like I wanted to. So I hit 300. I dropped down to 217. I'm about 237 now. So I put about 20 pounds back on. Feel pretty good. But so now my workout is, I wanted to do just a little bit more cardio. I think last time around I said I'd stop cardio.
Yes.
And went completely weights. But then I was aware, right? Awareness. I wasn't sweating as much.
Yeah.
So I had to understand the importance of breaking the sweat, and so
the heart not pumping as hard.
Yeah. So it wasn't quite as beneficial for my mind, right? So I realized the mental benefits. So now I do more plyometrics. I do some ceiling touches. I got a little bit of height on me, so I can do that.
That's right.
I still do the slam ball with the 20 pounds, and I still do the bench. But I've gotten away from it. It's cooling down now. And if it's not as warm, I don't have the motivation. And so I got to do better personally. So not quite where I want to be, but doing better and still at it. And I don't know if, like I said last time, I don't know if you ever really get there. It's like, it's a journey, and you just kind of just stay on this journey.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah. The body's good, man. Body's been good. I got a physical coming up in January.
Yeah.
Are you up to date on your screenings? And
all that? I get blood work done every year.
Okay.
I think I got 2 physicals done this year because the job offered one as well.
Okay.
So they did a blood panel. So
okay, everything's good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Another thing, minority men, we gotta check them numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now take care of yourself, man.
Take care of yourself.
For sure.
Yeah.
So next is gonna be spiritual.